Hello and welcome to this feature interview and the last one of the semester. I'm Kelsey Hubbard. Today on set I have Joe Vess, Project Ampersand Advisor and Program Coordinator Project Ampersand, will be put on this Friday, April 22nd. Joe, thank you so much for sitting on set with me.
Thank you for having me.
So what kind of is Project Ampersand as a project?
So Project Ampersand, kind of the bigger concept of this, is really the entire student experience at Emory and Henry. Pretty much all students here are working on a wide variety of different projects in classes, off campus, in a sorority or a team they're on, anything like that. And so really what we're trying to do at Project Ampersand is to help students connect the things that they're curious about, passionate about, care about, wherever it is, to real-world applications and making connections on campus, off campus, pretty much everywhere they go, so that they're able to learn more about these, to practice these more, and even explore where that might want to take them in terms of a career.
Right, and why do you think that it's really important to have this on campus?
Well, I think it really just creates a lot more opportunities. This is something that Emory and Henry students have been doing for years already, but what we're trying to do is to be a little bit more deliberate about it, take it to the next level, and provide a lot more resources and support, such as the Ampersand student grants, program advising, things like that, so that students are able to do more of this, to do it better, and to do things that they might not have been able to do otherwise.
Right, and how did you get involved in Project Ampersand?
So I've been here since October of last year, participating working with Dr. Tracy Lauder, who's the director of the program. And I have I think a relatively unconventional background. I've worked abroad as a journalist. I worked in international development in Washington, D.C. And I think the varied career path I've had and the different things I've been able to explore made me a really good fit for the kind of life that I think a lot of Emory and Henry students want to lead. They want to embrace new opportunities, they want to take chances, they want to explore the world. And I've been able to do that in my life, and so I'm really excited about sharing what I've learned with Emory and Henry students.
Right, and so back on track with Ampersand Day. What is Ampersand Day?
So Ampersand Day is really just an on-campus opportunity for students to showcase whatever it is they're working on with not just the campus community, but really the broader community outside of Emory and Henry as well. We have so many students who are out presenting at conferences or things like that, and I think often on campus we lose some of this exciting stuff that students are doing and talking about elsewhere. So really what we're trying to do is to put together a showcase so that everybody on campus and the broader community can appreciate all of the really exciting, fantastic stuff that students are doing.
It's exciting. And so how did the Ampersand Day idea come about?
I'm not really sure exactly where it started, but it's really something that we've been talking about for a while, because I guess the main thing that I would say about that is that it's great for all students and everybody that are doing things, but we want students to have the opportunity to share what they're doing, right? To diffuse knowledge out into the world and to change the world. And if we keep things that we do private and people don't know about it, we can't use those as tools for social change or education and things like that. And so this is really kind of one first step for many students. They might not have presented anywhere else, but they can present on campus and start that and open the doors to new connections that they might make with other students, with faculty and staff, with alumni, with the broader community as a whole.
Right, and what kinds of things can we expect on this day?
There's going to be a huge range of different kinds of projects. We're going to have a number of different concurrent sessions all morning between 9 and 12 o'clock, wide range of things from student groups to more traditional research projects to exhibitions, poster exhibits, things like that. There's going to be a student showcase between 2 and 3:15 where we're going to be looking at just 5 examples of student projects that we think represent the whole range of student achievement. And there's going to be a few other things scattered around there as well. For instance, 3 physics students working with Dr. Doug Edmonds right after the showcase are going to be doing a demonstration called Weighing the Atmosphere, where they're building a 40-foot tall barometer on the side of the library. Wow. So we're really trying to go with some kind of more conventional projects, but then also go outside the box and see what other kinds of things students are doing and support and celebrate that.
Of course. And what are some examples of the student work that's going to be showcased?
So there's going to be a lot of different research projects. Science Fest is going to be on this day, Honors Showcase. English seniors are going to be sharing some of the work that they do. We've also got presentations from visual and performing arts. McKinley Hughes is going to be performing a play and a series of monologues that she wrote. The peer educators are going to be talking about the Emory Essentials program that they've put together for students. So it's going to be, I think we've got just about every academic department and division represented.
Right. And you mentioned Science Fest. Can you kind of go into more detail as to what that is?
Sure. So this is a program where I think it's mostly juniors and seniors in the natural sciences division are going to be presenting the research that they do. And so they're looking at a wide variety of different topics, you know, biology, chemistry, math, all of this kind of thing. And so they have a 3-hour block on Ampersand Day where they kind of go through some of the key projects and are doing some presentations. And a couple of those students are also going to have poster presentations outside in the lobby of MS, and Anna Green is going to have a horse on campus from the Equine Studies program because her research project is related to horses.
That's exciting. So if a student who's involved in this, how do they get involved in a day like this?
So, I mean, a lot of the students that are presenting either applied directly to present during Ampersand Day or are part of a faculty or staff sponsored section during Ampersand Day. Again, the English classes, for instance, or the honors showcase. But then we also have students, as I said, who are putting together presentations or poster presentations. We have students who are going to be serving as Ampersand ambassadors, so kind of the public face of the college for all the visitors that we're going to have on campus that day. We have a number of students who are going to be on social media all day, tweeting and sharing pictures and sharing highlights from the day. And so really, I think if you don't have, for a student, if you don't already have a role in Ampersand Day, the role is just to come out, support, enjoy it, have a good time.
Definitely.
This is really intended to be a celebration. It's not homework.
Yeah.
So enjoy yourselves and take in the day and support your classmates and friends.
Yeah, definitely. And how do you think that this day will be received by students and faculty and community and stuff like that?
I think it's going to be terrific. I really think everybody's going to enjoy it. We've seen so much support and interest on campus and off campus so far. I think that every student I've talked to is just really excited to share what they're doing and share what they care about and get other people excited in this as well. And I think the community is really excited to come onto campus and learn what it is that students are doing. I think there's sometimes a bit of a disconnect. People don't really know what's happening here if they're off campus, if they don't have a specific way they feel like they can come on campus and learn and participate. And so this is really where we've invited them to come and say, look, there's so much that we feel like we can offer to the community. We want you to come onto campus and engage in a dialogue with us about that.
Right. And last question, do you think this day is going to be very beneficial for students and faculty and staff and community members like that?
Absolutely, absolutely. And in addition to just the learning that I think is going to happen, which is going to be tremendous, again, the skill of being able to present and share what you're doing is incredibly valuable for students, because when everybody graduates from here and goes out into graduate school or the world of work or whatever, there's so many opportunities where you have to communicate with people, share what you're doing, translate research that you've done, for instance, for a specific kind of audience. And I think this is great practice for students to be able to communicate their skills, their talents, their research, things like that, to a variety of different audiences and to engage directly with those audiences.
Well, that's really exciting, and I know that I personally will definitely be there.
Great.
But thank you so much for joining me on set today.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
This has been your feature interview. I'm Kelsey Hubbard on set with Joe Vess. Up next, you will see 3 PSAs produced by Emory and Henry students. Jordan Hawkins talks about gun safety, and Devin Stiltner talks about how it looks to take a look at procrastination. Enjoy the work of our students.